I start looking at the brain. I'm like a little kid, so excited. And we never make a diagnosis from a scan. So that's really important. We make a diagnosis, like all doctors, with all of the information. Take detailed history. If you came to see us, you'd fill out about an hour's worth of paperwork, talk to our historian for a couple of hours. I mean, we really get to know you. And then we would test your brain. We do a computerized neuropsych assessment, and we would scan your brain. And when you put that puzzle together, it's so powerful. The first patient I ever scanned. So I went from the lecture on brain SPECT imaging given by the head of the hospital where I worked into Sandy's room. And I hadn't met her. I just met her. She tried to kill herself the night before. And as I was talking to her, I'm thinking she has adult ADD. Impulsive suicide attempt after a fight with her husband that she caused. IQ of 144. But never finished college. When I go, tell me how you studied. She said, well, I really never did unless it was the night before the test. I put on a pot of coffee, stay up all night, do the test. She had an 8-year-old son that had ADD. So in my mind, I'm feeling pretty confident about this. But when I broached the subject with her, she's like, oh, adults can't have ADD. And I'm thinking I'm the doctor. She was resistant. I said, well, why don't we look at your brain? And I had been doing a study called quantitative EEG up to that point. So I knew I needed to do it twice, once at rest, once while she did a concentration task. And then after I got the results a couple of days later, I'm in her hospital room. She has a table. I put the scans on the table. She had a healthy brain at rest. And when she tried to concentrate, her frontal lobes and her cerebellum, which we'll talk about, dropped. It was so clear.
What does that tell you?
The harder she tries, the worse it gets. It's a classic, is what I was predicting I would see, because that's what I saw in quantitative EEG. And when I showed her the scans and explained them to her, she starts to cry. And she said, you mean this is not my fault? And I'm like, people who have ADD, it's sort of like people who need glasses. They're not dumb, crazy, or stupid. People wear glasses. I wear glasses to drive. We're not dumb, crazy, or stupid. Our eyeballs are shaped funny. And we wear glasses so we can focus. People who have ADD aren't dumb, crazy, or stupid. Their frontal lobes and cerebellum often turn off when they should turn on. So medicine or supplements or other strategies we'll talk about so you can focus. I could see with the image that her shame melted away and her compliance went up. And she took the medicine, her relationships were better. She was underemployed, as many ADD people are, finished college, got a better job, and was in touch with her for about 10 years.